In this final session of the series, we will use exactly the same tools we used before, but create a more advanced and professional dashboard. For the final session, we'll add a few more features on top of what we did before. So we'll have the functionality to upload data, we'll have a forecasting module, and we'll build navigation in such a way that is easier to view and interact. In the previous sessions, we built version 1 and 2 for our business metric viewer using IPYNB files, the Jupyter Notebook files. But this time, for the version 3 and the more advanced version, we are going to use .py files, and we are going to create a multi-page dash app, for which it's not going to be a single .py file but a collection of .py files. We will choose a directory structure which can be different for different projects, but this is what we are going to use. A directory structure basically keeps the code clean and easy to manage. Now, there is an important thing about GitHub Copilot's features and different modes how it can be operated. So there's something called agent mode. In the agent mode, you can write a prompt in one place and be able to edit multiple files at once. But in the chat mode or the gather mode, it does not do so. So right now, this demo was being built using the chat mode. So only the individual file on which I am writing the prompt is going to be affected, not the entire set of my files. So with that limitation, the ability of the AI tool is going to be limited as well. And with the AI tools and a task like the one that we are building up now, it's a bit sophisticated for the AI tool as well. So it's not going to really perform well in trying to make exactly as we describe. Let's begin with the first prompt for the overview page. The prompt generally contains an outline of what I want to do on my layout page, how I want to put the UI elements and distribute them on my page. Certain degree of technical terms involved, and you can see that a boolean switch and accordion, terms like these are used. So this is really necessary to let the AI tool know what we want to put in our layout page. The overview file is going to be our landing page, but the main entry point of this dashboard or the main entry point of this app is going to be the app.py file. And in the prompt for that, I'm going to say that I'm building a 2-page dash app. It should have the links to my 2 pages, one of which I've defined and the other one I will define, and it should give a title to the main app. Let's review what we have built, and as you can see, the UI components have been placed as instructed. At this point, there will be no functionality yet because we have not added anything. So this is just the UI components without much content in it. Now let's paste the prompt for the insights page. I've said that the layout should have 3 plots, one for the time frame correlations, one for the time series correlation, and one for the time series forecasts. The plots should be inside a 2 by 2 grid so that the first two are occupying the top positions and the forecast is occupying the bottom two spaces. I've made another switch to toggle historical data on the forecast plot. Let's check the dashboard after the prompt, and we can see that it has put the three plots in the layout, two drop downs, one boolean switch for toggling the historical data as instructed. So far it's good. Now I want to create some utility functions that I will put in the utils folder, and for that I'm going to write the prompt that I need some special class variables. So there will be something called default params, which will hold the date time values or the date time value collections, and it will define attributes like today or last 90 days, some special periods of time like 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Building the callbacks for this dashboard was not a piece of cake with the AI tool. It really was not giving me the kind of functionality that I intended. So I had to really do a lot of tweaking and testing, and it consumed a lot of time. It was not as fast as one might expect it to be. But eventually, with some domain experience and persistence, you'll make it. I'm not going to show the journey of making all those callbacks, but you can definitely have a look at the code on the repository. So I'm going to digress from showing the prompting and the individual testing of those features and directly show one of the final stages of the dashboard. Now let's take a normal walk through the dashboard. So you land on the overview page, and if you directly click the insights page, you will see empty graphs, but you'll see a message that says that this page updates when you save at least 2 time series on the overview page. So basically you have to really experiment with some time series on the main landing page first. That is the overview page. You are now looking at the final dashboard where all the intended functionality has been added, and in this tiny demo I'm going to show how you can edit the time frames. And let's say add 3 different time frames in which you can give them some label like campaign A, B, C, and give them different colors and definitely different time periods. And when you apply those changes, it helps in visualizing those time frames right on top of the time series plot. And not only that, if you change the time series, the time frames are still there, and you can test different trends, or you can upload your data with different metrics. So when you are on the overview page, you can toggle the upload data or mock data. If you toggle towards mock data, you'll automatically get a default time series with an increasing trend and low fluctuations. And you can see that this time series is not saved yet. So you can give it a name, let's say alpha, and save it. it will show up here, and then you can alter the trend type or anything and see that your plot has changed. Let's apply a higher fluctuation and name this one as beta. Then save. So now you have two time series that are saved in your current session. You also have the option to toggle towards the upload data. So I'm going to try that and upload a temporary CSV file that I have. It only had some random numbers, no special trend. Let's name it gamma and save. So now we have 3 time series saved. So now we can move to the insights page to see what kind of insights it's going to give us. Okay, so you can see that it has populated the drop down to select time series with the 3 time series that we stored. It has got the time frames that we have defined, and in the first plot it's calculating a time frame correlation for a specific time series across a specific time frame, and within that time frame it is taking 4 sub time frames, that is 7 days each, to calculate the correlations. On the second plot, the time series correlation, it's showing the correlation between alpha and beta time series. It has skipped the gamma time series for some reason. And if we come down to check the time series forecast, we can see that it has done a pretty good job using the forecasting module that we have written down. We are using Sarimax, and with that it has created a forecast and also showing some basic statistics for each of the time series across different time frames, like last 3 weeks, last 3 days, and weekends. Okay, so now next let's try to change the time series for the time frame correlation plot, and it's showing the different calculations for beta, and likewise it's showing the calculations for gamma. And if we change the time frame from last 28 days to last 56 days, it has updated both of my time frame and time series correlation plots, and this time it has included all the 3 series on the time series correlation.